with the just completely random update of Modern Warfare 2019 coming out or coming up, unfortunately, with it going down to like $5 on Steam and then like $20 over on like BattleNet and stuff. This was, even though this was all like last month or whatever, I thought it'd be a great idea to go and revisit Modern Warfare 2019 and what it had to offer. And well, I hated the multiplayer. When it comes to Call of Duty, I've always had a special place in my heart when it comes to like these different Call of Duty campaigns, and I've always had the urge to go and platinum one of those. So with Modern Warfare 2019 being one of the first, CODs that I actually ended up ever streaming on or making content on, I thought that it would be a great idea to go and actually go and platinum. Released on October 25th, 2019 for all Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and then later released on Steam and then Xbox Game Pass. I'm going to be platinuming Modern Warfare 2019 for the first time ever, getting all 27 trophies and all of its entirety. Only having a 3 out of 10 difficulty with the time ranging from 10 hours to complete. We decided to pick the easiest one because I don't like hard things. Pause. We start out with the first literal cinematic here. That's literally just a preview on what's to happen in this game. Banger. We're starting off in the first mission here. By the way, this is the first mission of our veteran playthrough that we got going on here. And honestly, just getting a look of like the scenery, that type of stuff. We scenic out here. We're scenic out here. This.
Stabilize your weapon on the door frame.
Where am I getting shot from? And we're just fighting our way through, like getting our first feel of what the veteran playthrough has to offer. And well,
Moving on the catwalk. That one.
Oh my gosh.
Got him.
No, thank you. And no, thank you. For some reason, you take a swab off the top of the container. What does that have to do? And this is literally just a first look.
Back up, back up.
And then right here, this is where we really get our first look of what Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 has to give for us within this platinum run.
Watch her out.
So one thing about this platinum trophy grind compared to some other Call of Duties is the fact that you don't get a trophy for completing a mission. A lot of it is missables that you get throughout the campaign, and then also completing the entire campaign on veteran. So not a lot of trophies happen throughout this playthrough. So at this point, we are starting up the second mission here of the playthrough, and this mission was Piccadilly. And as you see, bomb goes off in the random town. Boom, getting shot through. And at this point, we're just powering through everything that we can in this mission, and that's all that this mission literally has to offer us. We're fighting through, trying to save civilians. We're also trying to make sure we don't die, like right there. And at this point in time, this is where we meet up with a special someone.
No, no! I see you. You armed up? Yes, sir.
Captain Price, man.
Captain Price. Sergeant Carrick. You with me?
Let's go. But pretty much after this part, nothing happens, but we get our first trophy. Trigger discipline. Do not injure any civilians. Oh, bet. I thought this one was going to be the one. I thought this one was going to be the one that kills us. Here we move on to the third mission where we meet up with Farah and Hadir. Two very important main characters that are going to be very important towards the end of the story.
Alex, take these charges. C4 with remote detonator.
Thanks.
Watch my sister. Good luck.
You too.
Here's where we are tasked to just basically follow Farah through the town of Ukisen, where we are commanded to destroy some helicopters. But unfortunately, we are put to work like a good boy, and we have to move cinder blocks from one area to another. While Farah is helping us in the backside, we get our first kill with the cinder block. From here, we are tasked to go and blow up 2 different helicopters while also having to take down some enemies. These enemies were clueless because they could not see, they could not hear me, but we were able to take them out easily and plant the explosives in the helicopter.
Charges set.
Regroup on my position.
From here, this is where the game gets a little bit more hectic, where Farah and Alex fall into a bunch of different soldiers coming to hunt them down. At this point, Alex and Farah are running and trying to get back to their safe location. They get back to the house.
It's just like it's nothing. Just pretend like it's nothing.
Clear. Let's head down. Get to Hadir.
You lost good people today.
That is the cost of this war.
At this point, we're already on our 4th mission of the playthrough, where we are taking drone strikes using the kar-98K and the AK-47 to go through Barkov's base. Here, you'll see us more gunfight throughout this mission, and we also have coming up our 2nd trophy of the entire playthrough so far.
Come on. I know there's a trophy for this.
Alex, destroy that helicopter.
Hey, there we go.
I got it. Crash a helicopter by shooting the pilot. At this point, we finally get into the air base, attacking it and defending it as we get overhead support from the other Marines. I don't even know what the fuck we call it. And this is where we finish up the 4th mission of our playthrough. At this point, we're already at our 5th mission of the playthrough here on our veteran playthrough, as we just have to go through this entire house of different enemies, clearing through waves of enemies in different rooms. Wow. Although this was probably one of the easier missions throughout this entire veteran playthrough, which you'll see here in a little bit, it's also one of the most controversial missions from the Modern Warfare 2019 campaign, as there was a lot of, things that you'll see here in a few, and just going through different waves of enemies, making sure that we, kill everybody that we see in sight and not having to, die. And at the end of it all, we do finally get the location where the main part of this mission is to get the location on Wolf. And we see here that we kind of have to make controversial decisions here with Captain Price, but that's how it's supposed to be done. And yeah, it's a pretty simple mission. Nothing eventful really happens throughout it. And yeah, that's mission 5. So we're already on mission 6 of our veteran playthrough here on Modern Warfare, as this was probably the hardest mission that we had to encounter so far because we just die.
Okay.
And continue to die. Or close call.
Oh my gosh.
And once again, close call after close call, almost dying every single time.
That was terrifying. Bro, you want me to get the smoke grenades? Throw them yourself. Be serious.
But after we get through that encounter, we finally were able to get into the hospital, where we have another wave of enemies through different floors, trying to kill as many enemies as we can without dying, which, it's impossible, but still getting through everything all the way until we can finally get to the Wolf, capture him, and take him, or arrest him, I guess. Yeah. Woo. No trophy, though. Woo. At this point, we're already on mission 7 of our veteran playthrough, as we are going through the U.S. Embassy to try and protect and get Wolf away from ꜱᴏᴄɪᴜ, as there's many invaders going throughout the embassy, and here we are holding the wolf, but we also now have to man the cameras in order to get a civilian over to safety, still, and going through the streets of Urzikstan trying to transport the hostile, the wolf, over to another safe zone. And at this point here, we are defending the safe zone, fighting different waves of enemies, trying to protect them. And don't worry, we still die in this.
Clap. Single. Oh. Oh my gosh. Why are you aiming for me? Why are you aiming for me?
At this point, we are able to get the upper hand over the hostiles, getting a drone strike weapon that's allowed to plant missiles for our UAV operator here, trying to destroy as many trucks that are coming our way as possible, and killing different enemies, swarms of enemies that are trying to attack us through it all.
Splash. Copy. Missile inbound. Splash out.
Target marked.
Impact.
Marked another target.
Nice fucking hit.
As we continue to use the weapon in order to get this drone strike, destroying as many enemies and killing as many enemies as possible, we come up on our fourth truck that ends up getting us a third trophy.
Love from above. Wait, another trophy. Another trophy. Finally.
Oh yeah, and the wolf gets taken. Haha, mission ends, we got a trophy. Woo.
He's gone.
At this point, we are on our 7th mission here
check
of our
this out.
veteran playthrough. Going through with the Hadir sniper that he gives us, clearing out different enemies, clearing out different trucks. Here, we're clearing out a suicide bomber that gets us our next trophy.
Aim for the driver!
I can't.
Shoot it, Alex! Shoot it!
Driver's edge. Shoot the driver of the suicide truck. Wait, we did get a trophy. We got a trophy. Let's go.
Again, going up against another sniper. I don't know how we hit him, but we
Wait, I
did.
got him?
Is regrouping across the highway.
I'm the greatest sniper
Must be him.
ever.
And
We'll
again, we're
just
just
shoot,
going
I
through
guess.
this entire mission, having to destroy these 3 APCs or whatever they were called, the APC trucks, which will get us again another trophy within this mission.
There you go.
Good hit! They're concealing their advance!
Keep it up, Alex.
Pit stop. Bang.
Again, we're fighting through different waves of enemies, killing them, holding our position here, defending it with all these different bombs. But don't worry, we died.
Oh my gosh, he's behind us. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Died again.
Oh my gosh, I'm dead again.
Died a third time.
Oh my gosh.
And died one more time.
Okay. Maybe I won't do that either.
But at the end of the mission, we have to help out Hadir with his truck, and this is where we find out what actually happened with the stolen gas from Russia.
And now we send it back to the Russians. Are in the bucket. Come quickly.
So yeah, you remember that beginning, the first mission that we played, where we're getting that Russian gas stolen that we were trying to recover? Yeah, this mother Hadir is the one that took the gas, and now he's using it against the Russians. So now he is basically our enemy. I'm confused. At this point, we are on our 8th mission of the veteran playthrough, where we're playing as Farah, as a younger child, having to fight this enemy here that we see here, obviously, as a child, going through Urzikstan as his first getting raided, walking through or running through Hadir while staying stealth. At this point in the mission, we are trying to get away, and we find a truck where it gets us our 6th trophy.
Killed both soldiers with one shot in hometown. I did not know that was a trophy. I did not know that was a trophy, but I'm not complaining.
Oh yeah, and it doesn't even matter because we get captured. So, cool. Yay. At this point, we're on our 9th mission of our veteran playthrough. We have to raid this base held by Wolf with Farah, Alex, Captain Price, and Kyle. We get trapped down in these tunnels after it gets exploded, and we have to fight our way through, capturing few deaths.
Help! Where's the cover? Where's the cover? I was asking that you just said that you'd give me.
I see one.
Still fighting through with our pistol, trying to kill through any enemies that we find, and we actually get a missable trophy here.
Oh, I was looking out for this. I was looking out for this trophy.
Again, going through, and we finally find the wolf. This is where we have to use our best skills ever to, cut some wires off the bomb.
Shit!
And,
Shoot!
let's just say, first time we went through it, it did not go that good.
Green wire. In 3, 2, 1. Cut.
I figured one meant to cut.
1.
Then
Now.
we eventually are able to get it, completed the mission.
Disarmed.
First try.
Good job.
At this point, we're already on our 10th mission, and we're back to playing as Farah and with Hadir after we have been captured by Barkov. After we escape being in Barkov's captivity, we are fighting through waves of enemies where we continue to die.
Who are you, sister? We have time.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Die one more time.
My fault. My fault. My fault.
Look, top of the
And now
tower.
we're fighting against a sniper from long range. Having to fight through it through the worst wave of enemies.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Cause
Dying again.
I'm letting the frag kill me.
Dying a third time.
Oh my gosh, they're all there.
Why not make it a fourth time of us dying?
I see them.
Yo, I'm trying to slide. Let me slide.
But eventually we are able to get past through to the sniper, where the sniper is still in this base, and we're able to kill him, getting us another missable trophy.
Oh my gosh, I didn't think I was gonna get it. I did not think I was gonna get this.
I'm Karim.
Here we are finally saved by Captain Price, where the rest of the mission is
W
pretty simple,
Captain
Price.
Price.
and we're able to complete this mission. At this point, we are on our 11th mission of our veteran playthrough, where we are going and trying to capture the Butcher. We are going through different waves of enemies, killing them, and trying to capture the Butcher as simple as possible. Throughout this mission, we are also trying to go for a missable trophy, where we have to use 8 different guns, and this is where we get it.
There you go. Hot swap. Get at least 1 kill with 8 different weapons when completing old comrades. I'm trying to do it while I go, so we're not even halfway through yet though. We only have 9 trophies.
At this point, we're on the second to last mission of our veteran playthrough, which is by far, I believe, the best mission in this entire campaign. Through this mission, we have to search 3 different locations. First one being the pool, where we have to save this hostage and clear out as many enemies that are in there while trying to be stealth and not get attention caught on us. We have to do the same thing again here in this clock tower, where again we cannot get caught. We're trying to find different hostages or Hadir, trying to save them, and as well as clear as many enemies as possible while being stealth. And then a third time we have to do the exact same thing, but in this time we are doing it inside of the church in this hometown. Once we get to the end of it, we finally find Hadir, or who we're looking for, Hadir, and we'll take him alive and try and get more information here on Barkov. And this is where we complete our mission.
Bell's run. Let's see
At
who's
this
on.
point, we are on the final mission of the veteran playthrough for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, where we have to be behind this tank and clear out as many enemies going up this hill. We use different drone strikes, sniper, AK, everything that you can name. Once we finally get into the factory here, we are able to save as many hostages here and also clear out the factory from all the enemies here. But don't worry, just in normal COD fashion and bear fashion, we die, like always.
Oh, where am I getting shot from? Oh, we killed all of them, bro.
But at this point, we finally go up against probably our one and only boss within this entire playthrough, where we have to defeat this juggernaut.
Finally.
Yes, I teabagged him. At this point, Alex and Farah finally reach the gas, but unfortunately, with the remote detonator not working,
Alex, you're
one
so
of them has
tough.
to sacrifice themselves. Alex, being the true man and sexy man that he is, he goes into the gas, sacrificing himself. Call of Duty really just said, "Rip Alex," and just left it at that. Here, we finally switch up to Kyle, where we are trying to go up and plant explosives on the actual pipes themselves in order to stop this from happening. We die again.
Bro, why is his gun stronger than the minigun?
But we finally reach the top of the pipes, and we're finally able to plant the explosives.
There you go.
Marco's bugging out. Farah, Nikolai, where are you?
Once Kyle finally plants the explosives, we go back up to Farah's perspective, where she is stuck in the helicopter with Barkov, finally getting the revenge that she long sought for. In this mission, we have to play. In this part, we have to play very stealth. Otherwise, you know, guess what? This is what happens.
What? Karim! I should have known!
Well, shit.
But don't worry, this is when we also find out that we can actually pull out a pistol and shoot him for like the worst death ever.
Well, that was boring.
And there we finally destroyed the factory, getting rid of all the Russian gas forever and fully completing the Modern Warfare 2019 campaign. Veteran.
Tea time. Complete the single player campaign on any difficulty. And then out of the fire for completing every single player mission on veteran or realism. I did not do this shit on realism. I did this on veteran. That is a known fact.
Call of Duty campaign finally completed. We were able to complete it on veteran. But now this is where the more annoying part comes. Well, less annoying, I should say, because it wasn't really that bad in this game. But still kind of annoying. Trophies that we missed throughout the entire playthrough. Now we go back to the first mission of the campaign, where we missed a missable trophy where we needed to kill the guy on an MG with a grenade. And now you're gonna see here how much I messed up. Like, I kept missing every single time, but don't worry, we finally got it, and boom, trophy. There we go. Nothing but net. Our second playthrough, we go back to our second mission, Piccadilly, where we have to go through 2 different underground garages, this one being the first one, and killing the enemies in it. And then going back to the second one, where we have to kill the suicide bomber that we completely missed in the first playthrough. And then going to this library here, where we have to kill all the enemies within here, and boom, our trophy.
There we go. Circus tour.
Next, we go back to this third mission where we are as Alex, and instead we have to hold this cinder block the entire way, all the way to the end of this mission, where you can see here, we're basically just holding a cinder block that slows us down. But we get to this mission here, this part of the mission, where we're in the field of bodies, and instead of staying stealth, we have to kill the enemies that pass by, and they'll get us another missable trophy that we missed throughout our playthrough.
There we go.
We grab that cinder block once again in order to get the second missable
There
trophy.
we go. And then the other missable for this mission, which is only use 1 cinder block and bring it to the end of embedded.
We go back to the fourth mission, again playing as Alex still, where we need to get 2 more missable trophies that we did not get in our first playthrough, where we have to kill or destroy a helicopter with Molotovs instead.
Ooh, wildfire.
And then another missable trophy where we have to kill 4 enemies with a Molotov.
Bang. And then another trophy, ashes to ashes. Burn 4 enemies with a single Molotov.
We go back to the mission with Sergeant Griggs, where we have to kill an enemy with a smoke grenade.
There we go. Finally. Good effect on target. Kill an enemy with a direct hit from a smoke grenade.
And we go back to the same mission that we just completed, where we're underground and we have to get 3 kills on the ladder. There's our trophy.
Hang time. Kill 3 enemies while you were on the ladder.
And then we run back to the mission where we're captive with Barkov in here. And as simple as it is, all we have to do is spit on Barkov to get another missable trophy.
Boom. There we go. Spit on Barkov.
At the end of it, we have to go back to the last mission where we have the drone strikes and we can only use the drone strikes to get uphill. At this point, this is where we get the kill, last kill that we need, and boom, trophy. There we go. This point here, we're back to the 5th mission, Going Dark, where we have to go through and kill multiple enemies through that one house, where we actually get 2 missable trophies. One being where we have to save Alpha 3-2, which we do right here, kill everybody in this room, and then the trophy will pop. I'm not gonna lie, yo, like, I don't show it, but I struggled with this, because the whole point is you have to try and get in front of Alpha 3-2, but instead you just kind of have to shoot through that whole entire door to make sure he does not get killed one bit.
Secure this floor.
Floor secure.
There we go.
Good call on the door, Garrick. Right at the stairs.
There we go. I finally got something. And then we stay on the same mission where we run it back and have to only use 11 bullets to kill all 11 enemies that are needed for us to kill throughout this entire mission. Making sure we don't miss a single shot, but we also cannot get hit by a single shot. Otherwise, we fail the trophy and we have to restart from the beginning. I'm not gonna lie, this is another one of those trophies that I absolutely struggled with. But once we were able to get it done, man, that dopamine rush straight to the ball sack literally hit.
Secure.
Move!
They
Stop!
locked me in here.
Drop her.
I said stop!
Clear.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Here we're back at the Wolf's Den mission where we are going through the tunnels. This is again another trophy that we missed and failed multiple times, where we are only allowed to use the 1911 pistol all the way until where we kill Wolf. This again, don't know why I struggled with this so much, but yet again we still did. We were able to complete this trophy finally once and for
Years of
all,
experience.
and we were able to, you know, pass it. Yeah, that's it.
This is Echo 3-1.
Tunnel rat. Let's go. Complete the Wolf's Den tunnels using only the 1911.
And now we're at the final trophy that we need for the platinum trophy here, where again we have to
There's
go
nothing to do
back
with the pool,
into the
but
pool
screw
where
it.
we have to kill
feeling
all enemies
007
here
on this
while being
motherfucker.
stealth without getting any backup called on us. This is again another trophy that we kind of struggled with. But shout out to PSN Profiles for giving us a tip on where instead of talking to the hostages, we don't talk to them, and no backup will ever get called, nor will there be more enemies that we have to deal with. Again, this is another trophy that we really struggled with for absolutely no reason, but at the end of it all, we were able to get this thing done, and boom, we did it.
All night.
Negative on idea.
Find out if the hostage gave up Barkov. I have a visual on you.
Oh my gosh, we did it. We did it. We owned the night. Kill all the enemies at the church and clock tower pool without calling for backup, which means tier 1, our first ever Call of Duty Platinum trophy. Let's go. New milestone reached. You're 50% to the next level. Look at that. First ever Platinum trophy. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen.
If y'all guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and also let me know in the comments down below what other type of videos you would like to see me do with platinum trophies or anything of that matter. This is the first time I've ever tried something like this, and I had a blast doing it, just recording it, editing it, everything. So guys, please leave a like and subscribe, and again, let me know other games you would like to see me do here on the channel. I love y'all boys and girls. Peace.